What's up, I'm Egomi, and I'm going to show you the art of creating a battle beat.
I'ma beat you at your own game.
So I just dropped the Jada Beat Volume 2, which is a really heavy beat tape, and the first track on it is a track called Game, in which I've made a condensed version that's only a minute long for beat battles. I've used it in quite a few beat battles, it's worked super well, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did and how to create one just like it. So the first thing about creating a battle beat is that you have to catch people's attention, and you have to blow people's mind, and you only have 1 minute to do it. So I'm going to play through this 1 minute version of this track, and we're going to count how many different sections there are and how many change-ups there are. Alright, here goes. So the first section is the intro. Second section. Third section is the build-up.
I'ma beat you at your own game.
Fourth section, the drop. Fifth section, breakdown. Fifth section. Sixth section. That sixth section, it goes back into the main drop, but even some of those sections that I said were just one section could even be split into two sections. So you'll notice that that was a minute and 10 seconds long. And like I said, there were 6 sections minimum. The breakdown could easily be 2 sections because there was so much change. The main drop even, there's two separate almost sections of the main drop, and the intro catches your attention. So there are so many changes and things going on in this beat to keep people's attention. And that's really important when creating a battle beat. You want to keep people's attention at every moment you possibly can. Obviously you can't do too much because people have to be able to feel the beat of the song, but it's just constantly grabbing people's attention. You have 1 minute to do it and you got to beat the other producer. You'll notice that some of the sections, like this first mini drop here, this one, this is only about 6 or 7 seconds long. Same with the build-up, it's only 6 seconds long. So I am switching up things between every 6 and 8 seconds. The only time I let it last longer, it maybe go 8 bars rather than 4, is, you know, during that main drop or during the intro. But like I said, even then, I'm still adding elements in the second half, or I add little ear candies like this drum fill right here. So that just kind of breaks up the monotony in order to not let something last for longer than 10 seconds without any type of changes. I think it's really important to, after 8 or 10 seconds, you gotta add some other different sound or change up what the sound is doing or something to catch people's attention. That way they don't get used to it. And a good way to break up that monotony is actually by just adding extra kick drums, which honestly works a lot, or extra snares. One funny thing that I did not in this beat battle beat, but in another one, was I took a normal beat and I added a bunch more kicks and snares, and it was the lazy way of making a battle beat. I was last minute, I needed to make something for a battle, but I just added more. I'm going to show you one part where I just have so many kicks going on, it's like it kind of just makes it more hard hitting. So listen to this portion right here. There's so many kick drums going on, and honestly, it's kind of lazy, but in some sections, it's good to just add a bunch of kicks or a bunch of drum sounds. I wouldn't do that all the time, but it can just add that little bit of battleness that you need to your battle beat in order to just make it extra exciting. The next point I wanted to make when creating a battle beat is you want to use sounds with energy. So in your sound choice, obviously there's all different kinds of sound choices. There's soft sounds, there's loud sounds, but all the sounds that I chose, especially in this one, are just hard-hitting and aggressive and punchy. Like if you just listen to the drums and the 808 on this, just listen to this. That 808 is big, the kick is just massive. It just sounds like you're getting punched in the gut. The snare is huge. You know, all of it are big sounds. And then even my lead synth sound, it just sounds like a distorted, you know, really aggressively distorted sound. So all those things help with adding that energy into the track, just choosing sounds that have grit and that sound aggressive, you know, and those things can really go a long way. And then the last thing, which I think is really important when creating a battle beat, is just mixing the drums loud. It's just as simple as that. When people go to a beat battle, they want to hear the beat. So mix your drums loud. A lot of times when you listen through my projects, like the J to Beat Volume 1 and 2, you'll notice that the drums are just loud and they're hitting, and that's because that's what people want to hear. If you go to a beat battle, they just want to hear the drums really loud. That last point I can't stress enough, because I remember one time I went to a beat battle and my beats were good, but the drums were just not loud. And so I remember, you know, some beats that I was really proud of that I was like, why is the crowd not in it? You know, they were just kind of standing there and they didn't really like it. The judges didn't really like the beats. And I remember thinking, what did I do wrong, you know? And then one beat that somebody else played, the drums were just going crazy, but the beat wasn't even like super cool. It was just the drums were so loud. And he won, you know? And I remember thinking to myself, wow, people just want to hear they want to feel the drums is really what they want. They want the snare to crack and they want the kick drum to just pulse in their frame. So just be sure to turn the drums up, because that is the most important thing when creating a battle beat. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps. Be sure to listen to the J to Beat Volume 2. It's out on all platforms. I also forgot to mention, I just created these hoodies. It says Jaded on it. I wasn't sure if people were interested in getting any of them. If you are, let me know in the comments below, because I'm thinking about creating some merch. I also want to create, you know, some of these hats. Like I've got the arrow hats with my logo, black and gray. But let me know if you guys want any of this merch. This one right now, it's a champion hoodie, which it would be like maybe $40 or something, but I could also get the cheaper ones, like the Gildan ones, which are like 25 bucks or something like that, the wholesale at least. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you want, if you want the better quality and are willing to pay more for it, because I would love to start creating merch and getting some merch out to you guys. Also, shout out Shadez Clothing for sending me this hat. It's super dope, and I'll see you guys later.